Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I started a series on history of American and British literature. I covered American literature. The video link I'll provide you. Click the I button above. And I started British literature. The first period is Anglo-Saxon period or Old English. So in this video I'll thoroughly discuss this topic, this age. We'll see background of this age, characteristics, principles, literature, famous poets, development of prose, and ending of Anglo-Saxon period. So started from the brief background of Anglo-Saxon. Anglo-Saxon basically refers to a tribe of people, and basically these are three tribes: Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. So English literature started with Anglo-Saxon literature, and before they occupied Britain, they lived among the coast of Sweden, Denmark, and occupied land known as England, modern England. And characteristic of Anglo-Saxons that these tribes were fearless, adventurous, brave, and they sang at their feast about the battles, gods, religious themes are there, their ancestor heroes, and their chiefs, which are bards known as poets, and their songs was about religion, war, agriculture. English poetry began from these songs. And the five principles of Anglo-Saxons are love to personal freedom, responsiveness to nature, love for religion, love for womanhood, struggle for glory. These are the principles they used to follow. And now we'll see literature of Anglo-Saxons. So much of their poetry is lost and few remains because there was not the tradition of written poetry. They just orally just sang these poetries, and very famous is Beowulf. You can say it's the first piece of literature, or it's the first epic poetry in history of English literature, Beowulf. So it's a poem of about 3000 lines, and it's very old. It's a tale of adventures of Beowulf, who is the hero, the protagonist, and who is champion and slayer of monster. And the incidents in it are such as may be found in hundreds of other stories full of all sorts of references and allusions. And there was a TV series on this Beowulf. If you are interested, you may watch this series to clear your concepts. Beowulf is available on internet 123.movies. And another important poem is Widsith, and it describes continental chords visited in imagination by far-wandering poets. And some other literature include Valhere tells how Walter of Aquitaine withstood a host of foes or foes enemies, which means in the passes of Vosgos. And another important work is The Fight at Fennisburg, deals with the same favorite theme of battle against fearful odds. Another important work is Complaint of Dor, describe disappointment of a lover. And after Anglo-Saxons, they impressed Christianity. Okay, they were pagans or infidels, you can say, before when they come to England, but later they were converted by Pope Augustine to Christianity, and the poets took up religious themes and subject matter. It becomes subject matter or theme of their poetry, and major portion of Anglo-Saxon poetry is religious. And famous poets of this age include Caedmon, who sang in series the whole story of fate of men from creation and fall to redemption and last judgment. And another important writer is Wolf, and his important poem is Christ, which is a metrical narrative of the events of Christ's ministry upon earth, including his return to judgment. See, the religious themes revolve around and development of prose as well, and this period was also marked by beginning of English prose. And very famous name is King Alfred, also known as Alfred the Great, who translated Latin to English. through which a prose was established, and there was no break in prose of Anglo-Saxon period. And the greatest success of Anglo-Saxon prose is in religious events as well. And greatest pioneers of English prose are King Alfred, also known as Alfred the Great, and priest Alfric. Alfred the Great, the glorious king of Wessex, who translated a number of Latin chronicles into English, and Alfric, a priest who wrote sermons in a sort of poetic prose. Sermons, you can say, some religious speeches. And ending of Anglo-Saxon period include the Anglo-Saxon period was ended in 1066 AD when the last king of Saxons, Harold, defeated by William the Conqueror of Normandy at the Battle of Hastings. So we'll discuss it in detail in another video. We'll discuss Anglo-Norman period, which is upcoming video, and Anglo-Saxon period in England literature extend from 670 to 1100 AD, and new period was Anglo-Norman period or Middle English, which is from 1100 to 1500. I'll discuss it in another video, and the references are A Critical History of English Literature by B.R. Malik. It's very useful book. If you want that book, yes, I'll provide you that. So the link of notes and that books are in description of that video. Thank you for watching.